Here we are, hitting up events, drinking our way through Chicago beer, and trying not to miss a thing.
Yeah, because, got a cork popped out, boom, it flies like fucking 10 feet. We're like, yeah, let's do it.
All you have to do is add some fruit, stir it up, and ride that milk-shaped wave.
Whenever I see him, I gotta take a photo with the most decorated brewer in Chicago, Jonathan Cutler.
It'll be like the stuff you hear. You ever go to, every time you go to Floyd's, all the music sounds like this. Raw, raw, raw.
Sometimes you want a small beer, but really, you want a big beer.
You gotta take in all those big aromatic hops.
Hey, what are you doing this weekend? Waiting in line for a bottle release?
You should have never been a fad. The black IPA is delicious.
Hey, and welcome to Chicago Beer Pass. I'm Brad Chmielewski.
Brad, what's up, man? I'm Nik White.
And it's just us, no Steve Wyatt this time.
That was fun. I was wondering who of your friends it was going to be because I suck with names. But I was like, he's the easiest one to talk to. So when I saw it was him, I was like, oh, yeah, I figured it was him.
And he waited in line. He loves those.
Yeah.
So it was a good time.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun just having, just someone else to just kind of hang out and bounce stuff off of.
Right.
Yeah.
But that was the end of our pre-Oktoberfest. Now we just drink Oktoberfest.
Oh, that was our slowdown. That was the calm before the storm.
Right. We went big. We went big stouts.
Yeah, that was good app.
Until we drink them again when it's time.
Right. And it's very decorative in here, man. Brad's got some fancy lidded steins with some fancy artwork on them. They're gorgeous fucking steins you got here.
We got an Anheuser-Busch one, too. So
yeah, it's looking good in here, man.
Yeah, and then this week we are drinking the Oktoberfest from Spiteful. I think a couple episodes ago I mentioned going there and trying this and being delighted by it.
Right on. Yeah, brewed and canned on Baltimore Avenue. This is Oktoberfest from Spiteful. What is this? 5.5%.
Wow. Have you had this one before? What are your initial thoughts on it?
No, I haven't had this one. No. It's nice. It's lighter in body, which I like. And then it's just clean. I think the best ones are the ones that are just clean.
Right.
Right?
I don't want to think too much about it. I just want to be able to drink one, drink another. Oh.
I'm like halfway through my first half-liter stein here. It's nice. It's going down smooth.
Mm-hmm. We got the Metro half-liter stein, so
yeah.
We're getting in the spirit of fall and Oktoberfest.
It's happening. I'm starting to embrace it. It's hoodie weather, hoodie and shorts weather. I like a nice hoodie and shorts and some fuzzy socks. That's my style.
As we do. Okay.
I'm ready.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm digging this Oktoberfest. If you haven't had Spitefuls, go check it out and pick it up. Just a lot of their beer is often refreshing and light. Not too much crazy punch in the face things happening.
They kind of embrace those straightforward styles that we all know. Yeah. Right? That's true.
And that's always what I thought of them originally, was like beer you can drink while you're biking. Kind of like, it's just like, I just biked 5 miles. Let me drink this beer, hydrate, and keep going kind of beer.
I think the craziest thing they do is the Malevolence, which is their barrel-aged Mexican hot chocolate stout, basically. Okay. But other than that, they're hitting you with classic styles all year. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, good for them.
Yeah, so we're going to knock back some of these and get into our past week. Nik was all over the place on the south side-ish.
Deep south.
Yeah.
Deep south side. When you run into... You know how we have this thing about, are you from the city or not? But you run into folks from the South Burbs out of town, and you're like, where are you from? They're like, South Side. And then they name the town. And I'm kind of into that.
The neighborhood or the town?
No, the town.
Oh, so the South Side, but not Chicago.
Correct. South Side, including South Burbs. Okay. They'll be like, South Side, Midlothian. And I'll be like, oh, okay, I get that. Oh, so okay. I'm warming up to that as a presentation, right? Okay. We joke about Naperville out now. We're on a tangent. We joke about Naperville all the time, right? If somebody said, where are you from? And they said,
West Side.
Naperville.
Oh.
And followed that with Naperville.
Yeah.
Would you embrace it more? Because I'm starting to embrace
Not on that. You'd be like, that's not this West Side.
That's not the West Side. No.
I will accept it on the South Side. If someone's like, I'm from North Side. Gurney.
Right.
Or you'd be like, No.
I don't know. I don't know.
I feel like when you say a side,
It's gotta be. It's just still
should be in the city.
No, you're right. You're right. I'm starting to warm up to it.
So someone said Southside Tinley Park.
I'm like, okay. Yeah, I was out of town. I think I was at a Sox game in Milwaukee or something, and they said that. I was like, that's new. That's a new way of saying it.
I guess.
You know.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. So I was out south, way out south in Tinley Park. We started in Tinley. Started in Tinley Park, made my way to Blue Island, and I think I just did those two south suburbs.
Okay, so inside Blue Island, you went to Blue Island, the brewery?
Right, on Oldie Western Road.
Right.
So 127th-ish, something like that. Yeah. It's a live music venue, and there was live music scheduled that day. So just, while I'm out there, I want to see what's going on. And the band canceled that day.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. And so he's like, yeah, you believe these guys? He's like, the guy out of the corner. He's like, they've been in punk for. They said they're a punk band. I've been in punk for 20 years. I never heard these fucking guys, and they canceled me. This was some older guy. It was super funny.
That's punk shit.
Well, yeah.
Did you see Brian Shrimko?
I did not.
Okay.
They do have a stage inside. You know how. Well, their performance venue is in their brewery, and the brewery is like 3 times the size of their tasting room.
Yeah.
And then you go through some saloon doors. Oh, but they have a smaller performance stage in the main tasting hall now, just off in the corner by the payphone.
Okay. I haven't been to Blue Island in a while, and last time I looked at their website was kind of recently because I saw a picture or someone mentioned something about WitchCon.
WitchCon.
And then I was like, I don't know what this is, and it was happening at Blue Island. And it was like a lot of witches like selling stuff like.
Oh shit! It's like a witch market.
Yeah.
Okay. Right on.
And I was like, kind of like, I want to go see what this is, but then I'm seeing pictures and it's like, is it just ladies?
They're like, man, I love this.
So I don't know if like.
I love this mead you're pouring me. They're like, it's blood.
I don't know if it was like. Can you be a guy witch? Or is that a wizard?
What is a guy witch, right?
Is it a wizard?
I mean, a sorcerer? Sorcerer and wizard, I feel like are the same, right?
Right, but can you be a male witch?
I feel like it was you, or it was me. When you guys were telling me about witches, right? Like, witches wore these hats, and that's how they stood out when they were selling beer or something. Do you remember this story?
Yeah.
It had something to do with the hat. The hat was to stand out.
Yeah, because they were the brewer. They were brewing like things in their fucking cauldron, because you gotta like mix the stuff.
Because they're a witch.
And it was so you knew who they were, and they often had cats to help with the mice that would happen with the grains.
This all makes sense.
So, it makes sense. Which con would be at a brewery? That's right.
Now that we've said it out loud, I'm mildly curious about which con.
Right, but I don't know if it was like, what goods is it? Like soaps? Are they candles? Probably lots of candles. I feel like if you're a witch, you got a lot of candles. I don't think you can buy spells.
I don't think they're for sale. I think I think you're getting one.
I get one of those spells, guy.
I think you're signing yourself up for one if you go.
So anyway, Blue Island always like pretty interesting stuff happening, like bands and WitchCon and. I think they do like a pumpkin toss thing like around Halloween. Like with the catapult, like slingshot.
Yeah, they were doing some weird shit across the street and people were cheering. I'm not sure what that was about. I think it was that. Oh, well, but on the door, there's like tons of posters for events. It's basically an event space now. Mm-hmm. What caught my attention on the menu was that 8th anniversary beer, the Ocho.
Oh, yeah.
The one from, I think it was...
Beer in the glass.
Beer in the glass. I was like, is this still as good as I thought it was, man? That's the first thing I ordered.
Was it?
Man, I love that beer.
Yeah, okay.
I love that beer, man. No edges, 12%, fucking light body, just delicious, man. Just kind of all banana and spice and just lovely. Okay. I like it a lot, especially on draft. And you don't have to fuck around. I get this one beer and I'm ready to hit the road.
Cool.
Yeah. So, and I think a Kolsch, Five Bridges is a Kolsch that they package.
Yeah, that's a great beer.
Five Bridges, I think, because when you're coming to oldie Western Road, you can kind of see all these bridges. I think Blue Island at one point was an island, but anyway, they do have like a bunch of bridges and shit when you leave. So yeah, so it was cool. Good hang.
Nice. Oh, cool. So that's Blue Island, and Blue Island is technically the city. Still, right? No, it's its own town.
No.
Why do I think it's like?
We were talking about this.
I think we've had this discussion before. I think it's part of Chicago, but it's right on the edge, right?
Right, and Chicago's weird because I think what Steve was saying, Hegewisch is the very last city, in the southeast. So the southeast corner is Hegewisch. The very bottom, the direct bottom neighborhood is Riverdale, and that's a neighborhood in Chicago. It's the very last neighborhood. The weird thing is, when you leave the city, the village that borders Chicago at the Riverdale border is also called Riverdale. So they named a city, they named a town, a village after the neighborhood in the city. It's weird down there. Yeah.
All right, so Blue Island's right on the...
Blue Island's a suburb on the edge.
Right. Yeah. Something like, haven't been out there in a long time, but it's pretty easy to get to. Like, not a lot of trouble, I guess.
Sure, it's on Western. It's right on Western.
Yeah. I wouldn't take Western the whole way.
I mean, how the fuck else you gonna get there?
Yeah. Well, unless you're coming from Tinley Park.
That's true. And that was so we're doing the stops in reverse because the first stop was Tinley, and then on the way back to the city we stopped at Blue Island. But yeah, man, shout out to Tinley Park, man. They have a shuttle now. Okay. So on Wednesdays you can take a shuttle to all the breweries and a couple of there's a winery, and I think it stops at the bottle shop too.
Damn, where it just picks you up? Like, is it you need to start at one location, or is it just like traveling around?
I think it keeps rotating. It's like a Chamber of Commerce thing, and it happens on one day a week. I think Tuesday or Wednesday or something like that. And it's like the brew shuttle, so it's like a trolley. So it takes you to Open Bottle. There's a winery down there now. The name escapes me. Sound Growler, Hailstorm, Flipside. Okay. Yeah, so 5 stops.
Nice. Because Brothership is on the outside, right?
Is Brothership in Tinley? Brother Chimp? Brothership?
Brothership.
No, Brothership is in Mokina.
Right, but right next to.
I believe it does border.
Yeah.
Yeah. These are some dangerously large suburbs. Because I did the romp from Brothership once. And going back east, I think I ended up at like 18th Street or something. Took me 40 fucking minutes. Okay. So just because we're in the burbs doesn't mean it's all close, but yeah. But these are big suburbs, Mokina and Tinley.
Yeah, they are huge. Yeah. Even because Soundgrowler, it's kind of near them, but it's also not
like you probably don't want to walk it.
You can't walk it.
Right.
No.
There are probably no sidewalks, so let's start there. And then also you just probably don't want to walk it. It's probably like a mile and a half or something.
Okay. But you went to...
It's too far.
You went out there for what? The Oktoberfest? Or you went out there for just to go out there?
Yeah, I went out there for Tinley Park's Oktoberfest.
Okay.
Yeah. Hailstorm's Oktoberfest. Sorry. Oh, yeah. Okay. Just wanted to see what the old guy Will Turner was doing.
Right.
And they have really big pretzels out there, like proper pretzels.
Okay.
That was nice. They have a very big food hall. So this place is kind of built for a party. And then they have an outdoor space that's almost as big as the indoor space. Right. Because it's in that industrial park. So there were a ton of people at this joint. Okay. Yeah. They had 2 options on the Stein. One was the half-liter Stein like this one, but it wasn't branded. Okay. And you can get a half-liter option that was a ceramic one. Oh, nice. That was branded.
Did you do that?
No, it was $20. I didn't realize it until I sat down and saw someone with it. And by that time, I'm like, I don't really want like a whole liter of Oktoberfest. And then what am I gonna do with this Stein? It's not a lidded Stein, with the fancy artwork and shit. It was just like a ceramic Stein. It'd have been cool had I seen it. Had that been my first beer, I would have gotten it. But I passed on the Stein. It was nice though. Yeah, so I was one and done there. Oh, but I did try they have an oatmeal cookie Vlad. That's their bourbon barrel aged series Vlad. Okay. Didn't get much oatmeal. Didn't get much cookie either.
How do you feel their Oktoberfest would stack up in the world of Oktoberfest right now?
I was a big fan of the caramely biscuitness of it, but the way it was presented was left something to be desired. The folks behind the taps kind of poured it all fucked up, so there was no head. You know, it kind of came out flat. So you fill it to the brim. It was like an ice pour. Like you poured it all the way to the brim with no head, and I'm like, well, what the fuck?
That's kind of weird.
Just pour me a beer. Pour it right. It's fucking Oktoberfest. Let's go.
Right. There should be some head in there. You gotta like.
So that part sucked, but I got halfway down my cup, and I fucking agitated, and there's clearly carbonation in it.
Okay.
Like the beer wasn't fucked up, so I'm like, this must have been the pour.
Weird. Okay.
Yeah. So I wasn't a fan of that, but the flavor was there.
Nice.
So so I enjoyed my little Oktoberfest in Oak Park.
So then hailstorm, and then you make another stop in Tinley Park.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Sound Growler. That was the next stop. So I'm like, where do I go? I pull up the Sound Growler list, and I'm like, oh shit, they have a Grodzki beer that's a 3.4% smoked lager.
Okay.
They have an Oktoberfest. They have a smoked Oktoberfest. They have a Saison. I think they have a seltzer. They have an IPA. I'm like, oh, they got a Mexican lager. I'm like, I'm going to fucking Sound Growler. So I went there.
Nice. Do they can their Oktoberfest?
I didn't see any cans.
Okay.
They had branded steins, branded glass steins, which are very nice.
Having a lot of steins is neat, but also you can't use that many steins, and steins take up a lot of space.
That's true. I was looking for my Argestein, and I'm like, I have no idea where it is. I probably put it in storage, because it's like, it won't even fit in most cabinets.
I have mine downstairs. I should have brought it up and put it on the table with this.
It doesn't fit in your standard kitchen cabinets in most cases.
And other glasses you can stack. Can't stack steins.
No, as nice as they are. But, it's fun to drink out of a proper stein when you're there. And then I know where I'm at because it's on the glass, right?
The loud-ass metal didn't give it away.
Man, I tell you something, man. I'm out on, metal's fine, but I'm kind of out on, like, skulls, right? Skulls, demonic images, fucking, supernatural fucking artwork and all that. I'm so out on this shit.
Okay.
I can't tell if I'm at, fucking Pipeworks or Floyd's or Sound Growler or who else I have or even Half Acre, man. They're fucking shout out to Half Acre because that beer's really good. The double barrel catch ale.
Okay.
But it's got the weird fucking devil guy doing something to another demon guy. I'm kind of out on this imagery, really. Like we've been doing this for like fucking the whole time we've been in beer, right? This kind of shit. So I'm kind of out on that, but it's a chill space. My favorite feature of Sound Growler is you can, they got the really cool, what do you call a seat? The windows that you can sit in.
Yeah.
They got those kind of windows.
Those are nice.
Yeah, and it's like, it's got the proper like tufted cushion. It's very cool sitting in those windows. Yeah, like bay windows. That part's cool, and they had a bunch of different fucking styles on drafts.
And they have good tacos.
They do have tacos. I saw a lot of people eating.
You're making me want to go.
It's a good hang, man.
Oktoberfest and tacos.
It's a good hang.
Skulls. Dude, I'm in.
The Grodzki, the 3.4%, so it's basically a smoked lager.
Okay.
It's kind of watery, right? Like the smoke overtook it. You're kind of drinking smoky water. But this Marzen with the fucking smoke, money. It might have been my favorite beer of that day, behind the Ocho.
Okay.
What might have been the smoked lager, the smoked Marzen from fucking Sound Growler.
Nice. Cool.
So that was a good stop.
Nice.
That was a good stop.
Any other Tinley Park stops? You have open bottle there. You got Flipside.
No, I was like, I got to get the fuck out of here. I got to make my way back to the city.
Okay.
So we did that. I think we saw some, there's a concert going on.
Not at Blue Island.
No, it was at Tinley. It was at Tinley. It was a country concert. I saw a George Strait shirt. And, but it wasn't George Strait. I had this all set up too, but I forgot the name of the guy, so I fucked it up. Never mind.
Do you wear other artists' shirts to the concert? Because you're not supposed to wear the artist. Can't be that guy.
I went to a Run the Jewels show in Wisconsin at the outdoor thing, and I had on my RTJ shirt, and people were saying you what you just said. You're not supposed to do that.
You can't be that guy.
I didn't know that until
That's from PCU, which no one has really seen this movie.
No. But the George Strait thing, it wasn't George Strait. So,
right.
So I think you do wear other shirts, right? Because you can't wear the band shirt.
You could go to like an AC/DC concert and be like, I'm going to wear my Aerosmith shirt.
Yeah, I'm going to wear my fucking
People be like,
Blues Traveler shirt.
If you like them so much, why don't you go see them?
There's got to be some grace, right? You can't like not wear the band shirt that you're seeing and then not wear other bands. You got to come on. There's got to be something. You got to give here somewhere.
Right. I have brewery hats. I can't only wear the hat of the brewery I'm going to.
I feel like I have to have on beer gear if I'm going to a beer thing. A beer of some kind. I feel like I have to.
Sure.
Every
Okay.
time.
Yeah. I don't know about that concert thing.
But it was not George Strait.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Any other stops then over the week?
Shout out to Half Acre. I forgot about Half Acre.
Okay.
Yeah. Catch Hell, double barrel Catch Hell. When Catch Hell first came out, it was Heaven Hill barrels with Madagascar vanilla and Saigon cinnamon.
Okay.
And this is the double beer version of that. I don't really have a lot of deets on it, but god damn if that beer's not good, man. Kind of tastes like vanilla cake a little bit. It's fucking. It's on nitro, and so they got the cans. You pre-order the cans, you can pick them up, but then you can have a little pour for like $8 on nitro. It's so fucking good, Brad. It's really good.
Nice.
Yeah. So cheers to those guys, man.
Cool. The only stop I went to, I was over at Still Life.
Solemn Oath.
We had stopped in at Gretel and got the burger there.
Yeah.
Have you had that burger?
I enjoy that burger.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's small cheval good. Like I put it around there. Little Bad Wolf is still like.
Oh, you like a Little Bad Wolf a little more?
Yeah.
I like Gretel's space more.
Okay.
So.
We're downstairs.
I didn't know there was downstairs.
The basement.
How was the basement? I didn't know there was downstairs.
Nice, but a little creepy.
Okay.
But we just shared a burger. I had someone's Oktoberfest there with my burger. It was good. I feel like it might have been like Pollyanna's, or no, it was Burnt City's Oktoberfest.
Okay.
It was nice. Then we went over to Still Life and had a beer there. I don't remember what I had. I think I got like a
walking distance
small IPA or.
Yeah.
Man, right across from Gretel is Middlebrow. That place is packed.
That's Middlebrow is a winery now.
Right.
And then they do.
It's a everything because we're not good at anything.
Wow.
Place.
Tough ground.
So
I
everyone better come here because there's something for you.
They were on somebody's pod. It was like a food pod. No, it was a bar pod. The guys who run it's right down the street from Middlebrow actually.
Scofflaw.
Scofflaw has a pod, and the Middlebrow guys were saying we just can't drink beer all day like we used to. So then we started having wine, and now we start making wine because of that. Like we like wine.
You can't drink wine all day, so you're gonna you can't drink beer. That's 4-5%. So you're gonna have wine that's 10 to 15%.
We like wine. Yeah.
Stupidest.
The
idiots over there.
To be fair, Brad, it's probably less filling, even though it's like heavier, right? It's heavier for sure.
Sure.
Like more ABV, but it's not as filling, right? The wine, right? Like if we have 2 Oktoberfest, if we drank this much wine, we wouldn't be.
Right. You can't drink.
You wouldn't be as bloated.
Well, you'd be passed out.
Well, yeah. I mean,
drinking wine by the half liter.
Remove bloat. Insert.
Pass out.
Fucking hammered.
Just like couldn't drink beer all day because it was slowing us down. We really just switched to wine, and then we were just passing out. Good thing we're charging everyone for our health care on our tabs because we're a bunch of alcoholics.
Brad is on fire today. God damn.
So I didn't go to Middlebrow, but I went to Still Life.
I'm a big fan of Still Life. I'm glad they're there.
Yeah, I think I just got one of the hazies. Maybe
you didn't get the Lou?
No, but I noticed the Lou when Still Life first opened. Advertised $4 Lou's, right?
Great price, $4 all day.
I believe it was $5 now. Oh man, inflation has hit Lou.
It was never a full pour. It was never a 12-ounce or a 16-ounce pour for the $4.
It was a 10-ounce pour probably.
Yeah, 8, 10.
Okay,
something
but still,
like that.
$4.
But it was $4.
I believe it was $5. I'm making this up in my head, but I think it was $5 because it was $4. That's a great deal.
It is.
$5 is like,
Beer's delicious. Go ahead and give me the full pour. If you're gonna do the $5, now I insist that you give me the full pour.
Maybe that's what they did. I didn't get it. I got some hazy thing. We just kind of sat around and had one because we got this burger at Gretel, and then we were doing another late dinner at Crab Pad.
Is that on Milwaukee?
Yeah,
I feel like I passed
over
on
right next to Vichy.
Okay. I feel like, well, this is weird, but I guess you can't get to second dinner unless you have first dinner.
Right. So our thought was we were either going to go over to Vichy and have a drink there, but I was like, if I go to Vichy, I want the burger. I just had this burger.
Yeah,
I can't get another burger, so we ended up at Still Life.
You know, Vichy's doing this weird thing where they're like cleaning one day a week, so everybody had to sit upstairs. It was weird.
Okay. And Still Life, you can get beer to go, and Crab Pad is BYOB, so grabbed an IPA 4-pack to go.
Is Crab Pad one of them places where you like, it's the bag and the spicy, whatever that's called?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I pass it on Milwaukee when I ride.
Yeah, it was a friend's birthday from Maryland. He likes that thing.
Fucking crab cakes and football. That's what Maryland does.
So that's what he wanted to do. So that's what we do. So.
But it was good though. The Crab Pad.
Yeah, it's fine. It's good. Like I don't need to do it.
Because I've been to that Greek joint across the street, whatever that is with the fucking sidewalk seating.
Oh.
That place is fucking.
That's good.
That place is fucking solid, man.
Logan is crazy over there.
Dude, it's basically downtown. And now there's a fucking Federales right there.
Yeah.
It's basically fucking...
It's weird. For that...
It's River North. Right? Is it Wicker or River North? I haven't figured it out yet.
It's it wasn't like, 6 years ago? There was still like... I remember a stat someone said, maybe it was like 8 years ago, Logan still had the most gang violence in the entire city. I think it was probably like at least 8 years ago.
I can believe that.
And now, I don't know if that stat rings true. Logan Square is very big.
I know there's $1 million brownstones in fucking Logan now. I know that.
And there's not a lot of gangs. There's probably not a lot of gangs in general.
There's probably some activity there, but it's very pricey now over there.
Right.
Yeah.
And so if you would have told me what Logan Square would have been 10 years ago, I would have not believed. I still don't believe it. When I go there, I'm like, this is Logan Square?
There's a lot going on. It's concentrated. So it's not the whole Logan Square, but it is happening. It is happening. And I think it's going to keep going, too.
Right.
Yeah.
But Still Life, great stop. You were mentioning they have an event coming up with burger bites.
They're doing, not burger bites. They're doing a burger off. They're doing
But you get a bite of a burger.
Yeah, they're doing like a burger showdown with all the traveling burger folks that we know and love.
You have to find 4 friends and share our burger.
I think it's like $50, and then you get man, I thought I had it. $50, and then you get like a quarter of each burger. But it's all the people that travel around to fucking breweries and sell their burgers. So Chicago Secret Burger,
Biker Burger,
Biker Dude Burger, and we're missing someone else.
Is our Burrito?
Oh, Burger Punch Out. That's what it's called. Here we go. Big Kids is going to be there. Natty and Patty's.
Okay, I don't know them.
Broke Boy Burgers. Lodi's Tap House. Beard and Belly. That's Devon and Clarkish. That's like Edgewater. Crusade. That's a Suburban guys. So you got like 6 different options here.
This is a weird burger off. Like a Crusade burger isn't a Biker Dude burger.
Crusade is more in the vein of like the Kuma's style of burgers.
Right.
Yeah.
So a quarter from them is like a club sandwich.
It's called Othie's Mighty Fine Burger Punch Out.
Okay.
Yeah. So $50 and you get a sample of each burger. If I got that right. Am I 21? Yes. September 30th. And you get like...
so that's still a ways away.
You got 8 different burgers to choose from. $50, you get to taste 8 burgers and you get a beer. I mean, that's not bad. You get a quarter of each person's burger.
You get 8 of them?
And you get 8 quarters. And you get a beer. Yeah.
So that's 2 burgers.
I mean, yeah. And then
that's a lot of burger.
It's a lot. I was kind of boo-hooing this, but now that I see that there's 8 of them and you get a beer and you get to
Probably
vote.
A 10-ounce Lou.
I mean, and you get a 4.5 ounce pour of Lou.
It's like you're gonna have to buy more beer because you have 8 burgers to eat.
Yeah.
You're gonna need at least 3 beers.
Doors at noon, burgers at 3. Naperville.
Oh, in Naperville. So
Rain or shine, because they got more outdoor space in Naperville. Right. They do the really cool.
How long do you have to eat all 8 of them?
Right. They open at noon. The burgers ain't till 3 though.
Right.
They're done probably by 10. You would think, right?
10 p.m.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, but they're voting at 6:30. So you got from 3 to 6:30 to eat 8 burgers.
3 to 6, really?
Yeah, because the voting will happen. Yeah, so 3 hours.
Can you just go and have a burger, or you can only go for the event? Probably can only go for the event.
How does it work? How does the a la carte part work?
Is there an a la carte?
That's what I'm trying to. That's what I'm asking. Is this ticket doesn't say that. If there's an a la carte portion, this sounds like the perfect fucking event, right? Because okay, you have all 8. You get a couple beers. You know they got some heavy barrel aged shit out there. And now you're like, man, I just want a whole burger to close me out because I really like that burger.
Right.
Can I do that?
Can you do that?
Secret. Have you had the secret?
No.
Man, like a whole secret to close it out sounds ideal. Yeah.
Even 8, 2 burgers, $50 and a beer.
It's pretty good. It's decent.
Yeah. What am I doing at the end of the month? I don't know.
You know.
Maybe this.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. So that's at the end of the month, and then Nick and I, we talked about this on the last couple episodes, but every weekend, basically starting right now, when you're listening to this till mid-October, is an Oktoberfest party happening.
Yeah.
Right? But the big ones seem to be the 22nd and 23rd weekend. Yeah. Right? So the 22nd is the Temperance Oktoberfest / 10-year party. This is Friday.
10 years of temperance.
10 years of temperance.
Wow. I wish more people would adopt the. They have the Might Meets Right barrel age, but it's in a mixed 4-pack.
Right.
I wish more people will adopt the mix 4-pack.
Spiteful's peanut butter porter thing.
We need more mixed 4-packs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's Friday. Then Saturday is Goose Island's 312 block party.
That's not a bad party, Brad. Not bad at all.
Right. Then Saturday, you have the trifecta of Metro, Ravinia, Maplewood.
The old Brewers Triangle, if you will.
And this is Oktoberfest party, right? No one's going to do it as good as Metro.
No.
Is there shuttles going? Do we know?
I have to walk it.
Or bike it.
I don't think Tinley Park's sponsoring a trolley.
Or you can bike it. It is walkable.
I'd say so, right? What? Less than a mile between each stop.
If you have bikes, I would bike it because when you're walking, especially after drinking, you get tempted to take drinks to go, and that's not a good idea.
Yeah. Well, Maplewood and Ravinia are a block apart.
That's easy.
Metro's got to be less than a half mile. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say if you're going, you could bike to Metro, then walk to the other ones, and then end at Metro again, or end at the
Ravinia?
The whiskey bar, the distillery there.
Oh, yeah. Judson and Moore. Mm-hmm. The red wheat whiskey.
Or you'd start there, do a shot.
Up there open.
Then leave.
Yeah.
And then end at Metro.
They got a nice space.
I've never gone in. I've seen it.
Yeah.
And then also Saturday is the Lux Carnival. This is Illuminated.
Oh, man.
Illuminated 2-year party.
The Lodge.
At the Lodge. How long for them as a brewery, though?
Lodge number 1. Yeah, they're kind of spotlighting this space as the 2 years in that space. But they've been around, man. They've been around since we were doing a show at Bomb Camp.
Really?
Because that's when they would do, because they weren't too far from there.
You said the bonfires and stuff.
They would do the weird ass bonfires.
Those are the dark days that they don't want to talk about.
Right. So I'd love to know like when they actually were born. Yeah. So this is a dunk tank, prizes, and food trucks and rare pours, man.
All right, so that is that Friday and Saturday. I think the Metro, for some reason, I think the Metro thing is happening. No, it's only happening Saturday.
11 a.m.
11 a.m. Could we do all of those events? Temperance, Goose, Brewers Triangle, and Illuminated?
Here's the thing, Brad. You can run down the hill and fuck one cow, or you can walk down the hill and fuck them all.
I would know. That's a terrible saying. I don't know where you.
It's from that movie with fucking Sean Penn and they were cops. I forget the name of that movie.
Oh, like
Sean Penn and the old guy.
I want to say like Super something. Super Troopers.
I don't know. I forget. But it's a funny quote.
Okay. So here's the thing. On Friday, Temperance starts at noon.
Friday. Okay.
And Goose doesn't start till 5. Friday.
Okay.
So you got a long time between that either you work your way to Goose.
Well, slow down. Is Temperance just Friday?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I don't think you go to Goose and then make your way up to Temperance.
It's a lot of driving. Yeah.
You'd have to start at Temperance, get down to Goose, and then get home.
Right. Okay.
Then Saturday, you did Goose, so you don't need to go do Goose on Saturday. You got Metro. That starts at 11. You get there at noon. You do the 3. Go to the carnival?
I gotta be honest with you, it's not a bad idea. God.
I don't know how
I'm picturing last year's.
I don't know how you get to the carnival because Norwich Park.
We can't ride bikes up there.
Can't ride. No. You're gonna have to drive.
I mean, but after the carnival, we just park and drive to fucking Norwood. It's not crazy far in a car.
After the Metro.
After the Triangle.
Yeah.
Yeah, hit all 3, ride to all 3. Ride your bike to all 3, ride back.
Chill for a bit.
Hop in the car, go to the carnival. I'm kind of curious about this carnival.
Or you go to the carnival at 3, right when it opens.
Okay.
Have a beer. Go get your bikes.
Or that. Because when we did, I don't know what time we got started last year. We started at Metro and ended up at 312.
Probably around noon, yeah.
Okay.
1 maybe.
Oh, well, so then that we should start at noon again, right? Or you're thinking start at 3?
Start at Illuminated.
Right. So then that's a 3 o'clock start then.
Right.
Oh, so you're saying start at 3 o'clock.
Start at 3 o'clock. Do that you have a beer. Check out the carnival.
Okay. So don't close out the carnival because we have no idea how they get down when the sun goes down.
Don't know what happens
when the moon's out
in Norwood Park.
All bets are off.
There's that biker bar. I don't know what's happening up there.
There's this weird car wash. Illuminated is sandwiched between a wine bar and a car wash in the smallest little weirdest fucking strip mall ever.
Yes, I don't know what's gonna happen there, and they have food trucks there, so you could get food. Then get over to Metro.
Okay.
That's probably your best bet, and then do your triangle, and then you can go until you got nowhere to go. So.
Okay.
And then Beguile is on October 7th and 8th.
That's like a true October party.
Oktoberfest anniversary.
Yeah.
So it's really their anniversary party, which they said they were first introduced at Oak Park Microbrew. That was the first place people drank their beer.
Beguile?
Beguile.
That's true, though. Right?
10 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty, right? Did he say 10? Because how many years has Oak Park? I forget now.
I think Oak Park might be 16.
16. So
right,
maybe he said 10.
I remember I had
maybe
the
15. He said
15.
11? I forget. We got to talk to Kevin before this anniversary party.
I like Kevin. I like Beguile. The synergy that they created with Dovetail has just kind of, I would say it kind of heightened both of their profiles.
Yeah.
For me. Like, I don't think either one of them, it's more attractive that they're a block apart.
Right.
I'm more likely to go.
So maybe we try and make this happen before their Oktoberfest party, Oktoberfest anniversary. Get Kevin on finally. Go there.
Be a good way to just talk about all the stuff that's led up to this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's some of the shit that's happening this next month.
A lot of parties, man. You know, when I was younger, I used to get sad because summer was where all the concentration of the parties were, but now I've like, well, you know, probably because there's this ridiculous Oktoberfest beer kick. I think Brad sees Oktoberfest and St. Patty's Day is kind of like the same, right?
They're very similar. I'm not German and I'm not Irish.
So he's like, well, let's just get after it for both.
Yeah.
So since I've been hanging out with Brad, I'm like, this Oktoberfest thing ain't bad because, you know, it kind of takes us all the way to stout season.
And they're kind of like, they are different beers, but they're kind of the same. They're like multi-sweet beers.
Right. Fancy cups, festive.
Right.
So, you know, it's like, okay, my little sadness about summer doesn't linger as much because we're doing some October shit that'll take us all the way to December because we're gonna get after it.
Yeah. We'll probably end it probably at the end of October will be our final breakdown of Oktoberfest, and then you just have a few months, and then it's Irish red season. I feel like beer has embraced those two styles even more so than like stouts are like they're such a big thing, but these other two styles are like we can sell a ton of this beer at this time and just dump it and be gone. Like stouts linger around and they're trying to get rid of them and they have to be priced a lot higher, but Oktoberfest and Irish Reds, like you can price them at the bottom and just kind of go from there.
I'm here for it, especially here with so many breweries. You know, you get to do the little carousel and try as many as you can. Mm-hmm. I'm here for it.
Cool. All right, my stein's empty, so let's get out of here. Nick, where can people find you? Get in touch.
Hey man, I'm on Twitter at Nicosio. Are these episodes going on the iTunes?
They should be, are they not?
Okay, I don't know. I didn't see the last one. I was gonna listen to it, and I was like, man, I don't see it.
The Steve one's not up yet.
Okay,
but
maybe that's it.
I'm like behind.
Okay, I'm just like, man, am I missing these? Because I like to, you know.
They should be.
I'm a listener, man.
The tagging changed, so if they're not, okay. Now that you mentioned this, I will check this out. You checking iTunes now?
Yeah.
The last episode that should be up there is from 2 weeks ago. What's it called?
No, we got the last one I see is July 31st.
Oh.
Yeah. Unplayed, played, yeah. July 31st. I'm like, man, I haven't been seeing these apps. I was gonna ask you about it. I was thinking about it on the way here.
Oh.
I'm like, I don't know how you roll it out. So I'm like, I'll just
mention
mention
it. Oh, that's my phone record. Are they on Spotify?
I don't have Spotify. I just do iTunes.
Okay.
So I'm just saying I can't see them because I'm on iTunes.
Okay.
But I never downloaded Spotify.
I'll have to check this. The YouTube videos are still up, but now that you bring this to my attention, I will solve this problem.
For sure.
It must be a feed sync issue.
Yeah. I'm like, if I don't say anything, I wonder if it's probably just, you know, we don't know it's a thing because no one's saying anything.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of people watch YouTube videos now, and if your thing doesn't come up in the podcast, you're just like, oh, no episodes.
Right. But I'm like, I was there. I know. I'm like, where the fuck are these episodes? I kind of want to hear.
He's like, no, I just record them and don't do anything with them.
I was there, man. I know there's episodes.
Oh. Well, Chicago Beer Pass, all the episodes are posted there. So if they're not popping up in your feed, let me know, and I'm going to try to solve this problem. All right. Take care.